Welcome to my NRL tips for round 18. Let's have a quick look at how we did last week. So that was basically tips on both the Broncos and the Dolphins. Both of those were favourites, priced at $1.60 and $1.56 when the bets went on, resulting in about $1,100 profit, bringing our season so far to 23 tips which have been publicly placed on the YouTube channel. We've won 19 of those tips and we are up over $7,000 now. So a nice little bump up again in the profit for the week. Looking at how we did just tipping overall for the round and what we got. So we got the upset there with the Panthers beating the Bulldogs at $2.18. We had Manly as the favourite there, winning at $1.52. We also got the Raiders at $1.34, winning a close one there with the Knights. We also got the Broncos, which was a tip to bet, at $1.60. We missed out on the Eels beating the Dragons. The Eels got off to a terrible start, being down 20 odd to zip. And they did come back but couldn't win in the end against the Dragons at home. So we lost that one, but it was an upset to try to tip that one. The Dolphins versus Rabbits, we did get the Dolphins winning that at $1.56. We also got the Storm easily beating the Sharks there at $1.34. And we were unlucky in the Titans versus Cowboys game where the Cowboys did run out and win that one Cowboys ended up winning that one where we had tipped the Titans. And that was an upset which didn't come off. So out of the upsets that we had there, we had basically three that we had tipped, only one of them did win. So looking at this round, there is only 5 games. We have the Bulldogs versus Broncos. We've taken the Broncos with a 4-point predicted margin. Their odds are $2.66. This is because State of Origin is on at the moment, and players will be either not available or backing up. Raiders versus Dragons, we've got the Raiders here at an 8-point winning margin. Odds are $1.32, so they are favourites, and we are going with the favourites. Cowboys versus Storm, we're going with the Storm. We've got a 16-point winning margin there as the away side for $1.32 in the odds. The Roosters versus the Warriors, I've got the Roosters at an 8-point predicted margin at $1.28. And the Sea Eagles versus the Rabbits, we've taken the Sea Eagles with a 6-point predicted margin there with $1.36. So we're on 4 very heavy favourites there, all $1.30 or less. And we've got the one upset there with the Broncos beating the Bulldogs. So after all that, what would we end up with for bets? Nothing this round. It's one of those rounds, there's not many games. The games are a bit too close. We've got players not available, so we ended up with no bets on this, which means it's just a round to watch the football, enjoy the games, and look again next week to see if we can find something. If you are looking for some bets, I do have an AFL video coming out tomorrow and an update on the cricket strategy coming out closer to the weekend. There may be one midweek based on the South Africa-Zimbabwe game finishing off fairly early. Looking like South Africa is going to win that one quite easily. Okay, gonna leave it there. Good luck if you are having a bet on anything. Let me know if you disagree with any of the tips or you agree with them, or if you have been following them and you're doing quite well. Yep, gonna leave it there. Good luck and thanks for watching.